City Community School Board is scheduling a public hearing to discuss the purchase of over 40 acres of land. At their meeting tonight, board members voted unanimously to discuss buying 43 acres of land in the Morningside area for a potential future site of a consolidated school that would combine Nodland and Sunnyside elementaries. That area was once the Southern Hills Country Club golf course, which recently went up for sale for just over $450,000. Having the chance to buy this amount of land is something the Sioux City Superintendent Rod Earlywine says is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And you just look at it, the proximity right in the middle of Morningside. And in my view, it's kind of a no-brainer on the school should look at purchasing that, and then 5, 6, 7 years down the road, when a decision is made on what kind of school to build to replace, the Sunnyside, Nodland, that's an option.
Dr. Earlywine added that even though it could be years before a new school is built, the district shouldn't pass up the opportunity to acquire the land.
We're probably going to have another change or two in boards before anything's done with it. So those are decisions. The final decisions on those things will be for future boards to make. But I think we have to be forward thinking, also knowing that at some point in time we're going to need land for a new school.
The board of directors will discuss moving the project forward at the next board meeting on November 13th after the school board election November 7th.